everybody, good morning. This is TruthWaveRising. I'm your host, Becky, and this is your other host, Stuart. And we're talking about world issues, things that are happening right now. I'll let Stuart introduce himself.
Okay, I go by Flash Tabloid and have been a cannabis activist for about 30 years, publications, helping with events and different movements and things, and now have a radio show called Cannabination on WGOT Radio, which streams worldwide, Sunday and Monday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. And it's a half an hour show, and I talk the real stuff about cannabis, not promoting the dispensaries and things, but actually our true rights to have real legalization, real right to grow, and have true products. And I go into other things pertaining to freedom and rights.
Okay. And I'm Becky, and the other part of this program, TruthWaveRising. And I am all into natural law because I think that's what we need for this day and age. And okay, so that's it, right?
That's our introduction. Yeah, that works.
I don't think that worked.
Oh, you didn't think it worked? We could do it again.
Well,
I think we have to do it again.
Okay.
Timer didn't ding.
No, you need to use the timer on the phone. Do you know the phone
Oh,
has...
the old-fashioned timers don't work anymore.
Not for that. The timer on the phone. There's a timer on the phone. It still has a 60-second timer.
Oh.
Yeah, it does. It's on the phone. Bring it here. I'll show you. Anyway. We're going to have to do it again because that was not great. I skipped around a lot and it wasn't...
Okay. Practice makes perfect. After 100th time, we'll get it right. Oh, we're still recording, right?
Your part was pretty good. My part was
okay.
Not so good.
I'm getting the hang of things. Why I listen to other people on the YouTube and radio and all this stuff, and it's like, gee, I'm getting pretty good, because my voice is working. It's getting that sound that's easy to listen to. And I hear some of these other people and say, hey, mine's a little bit more pleasant. So I'm getting there, after you hear yourself record hundreds of hours, you hear what you sound like in different moods, you realize that when you get too emotional, it doesn't come across too well, usually. But if you do it, if you let your natural emotions come through just right, it works perfect. I'm learning enough about how the government is run. I could almost run for Congress or something. I know what's going on. I understand the process. And that's what people have been trying to tell me to do all my life, but I didn't want to do it. I still don't. I probably never will. I don't want to. I mean, when I first moved here to Ocala, I went to the the Democratic Party had some meeting or something in town, and I went there I don't know why I went there. I was just interested in politics,
Right.
And I was nobody. And right away they wanted to run me for office. They didn't even know me. Just because I had the look. I was youthful and dynamic and, looked healthy, and they thought, oh, he'd make great candidates. They just want to prop me up. And I saw right through it right away. I was like, what the hell is this shit? Never went back,
Steven, I don't know where it is now. I found it before, and now...
And every time I get in a conversation at the dinner table, my stepmother, who hated me, would always say, well, why don't you run for Congress? You really should be in government.
It's where the clock is, probably.
No, it's not. Because I just pulled up the
The last
clock
thing
and
I
it's
would
not
ever,
on there.
oh God, I couldn't survive it. My nausea would go through the roof if I ever had to deal with that shit.
You're recording now.
Oh. Hey, if we get famous, you'll have these off clips, to pull up.
that's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
You know, there's little things when people don't know they're still on camera, you know? You know?
You're right. It's still recording. Okay,
Yep.
so let's just start over again.
Okay, TikTok
Okay.
people. TikTok time. It's TikTok time.
It's TikTok
This is
time.
TruthWaveRising on TikTok, and I'm Stuart with a flash tabloid of Cannabis Nation, and this is Becky of the
Storage Smashers of
Storage
Florida.
Smashers of Florida. And you, if you want, you know, the storage shows that are on TV are nothing real. They're fake. It's the government. This is the real storage show if you want to see a real storage show, how it really is, because
Thank
I've
you,
done the
Stuart.
business too.
Thank you, Stuart.
Well,
Awesome.
yeah, they work hard. It's hard work.
And he's the real flash tabloid. He's
Yeah.
the real cannabination guy.
Yeah, I've been for 30 years probably trying to get cannabis legalized.
Right.
Yeah, and now I have a radio show, WGOT 100.1, streaming worldwide.
That is exciting.
3:30 Sunday and Monday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, PM, and Tuesday morning, AM, Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome. So
9:30.
if you want to hear more about us speaking about, you know,
TruthWaveRising.
TruthWaveRising, Storage Smashers of Florida,
Yeah, there's about
the
100
real
of them on
world.
there.
I'm gonna say the real world, then give us a like, give
Yeah.
us a click, you know, join our page and see what's going on. Also, I love to sing. Okay, so we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Intro. Bye-bye.
Done. Okay,
That might work.
that
I
that
think it
should
did.
work.
I think
Okay.
it did.
That
I think it did, because
works.
I got it in a different flow than normal.
Right.
Yeah. This happens every day lately.
Well, the first time we did it, it was like mechanical.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like too mechanical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was too.
I'm getting, you know, I've been out of control for a while, but now I'm getting to be myself even when I know I'm being recorded.
Even when you're gonna. It's hard, isn't it?
It is. Hey, we weren't born to Hollywood.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're still recording
We just-
for when it's famous, all these off clips.
All right. So what's the news? What's the news?
The news. Governor DeSantis, even though a lot of us were disappointed in the way he talked about vaccinations when he got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine about a month ago, has made another speech a few days ago, which was very impressive, talking about individual liberty and really getting down close to the core of things. And on the Facebook post I got from Donald Trump Jr. yesterday, he's grown his beard out a bit and looks like one of those guys from the 1800s, one of like, you know, Rutherford B. Hayes or something. the old time.
Really?
Yeah, he looks very presidential, the Junior does, with that bigger beard. And he was
Wow.
talking some more real stuff. A lot of these people, because of the way things are changing, are starting to talk, and we do need a true leadership to get through this. We can't go to total natural law until we have to leave a good government in place for now to undo the world government that's trying to destroy our rights.
I really believe in what you're saying about that too, because it's actually that not the government is going to go down in like 60 seconds or something. It's going to take time.
Yeah,
For
we
us-
have to have
for
the
us
real
to-
American government has to stay in place for quite a while now to bring our rights back before we can start to even get to the point we thought we were at.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not
That's
at
right.
it. We're fooled. We've been fooled.
But we just need to realize right now that we are the light.
Yeah, that just the
And-
people
and
of the
it's
world.
not-
And we're all in the same, that we have a lot of responsibility, those that know the truth and are capable and able to do anything. It's quite a challenge right now.
It is a challenge.
But you know, the world has been going bad for many decades, and we knew it instinctively, and we had to deal with it all on a personal level and see the world go down. And now we know why, and we have a chance to change it. And it wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Right.
We always knew it was going to get way worse before it got better. And in learning the truth is
I've
not
been
fun.
saying that for years. It's going to get worse before it gets better. it's one of those things.
We've been living a false reality.
But we have.
Yeah, and a lot of people
All
still
the
are.
lies.
The commodities people are buying that you don't need. We need to go to real survival stuff and think basic things for the moment.
Yeah.
Until we
Just
get
for
through
the
this.
moment until we
Yeah,
get through
this is a moment
right.
in history where we have to
But-
undo the damage of the last 50, 100 years.
Another thing is we will get through this.
We will. Absolutely.
We
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Because we
It's
are.
going to be okay.
We are the light.
It's going
And-
to be
and-
okay.
And when we show people,
The human spirit is special.
it is absolutely.
Whatever we are, wherever we came
And when
from,
we-
wherever we're going,
when-
whatever this planet is, whether it's hollow in it or flat or whatever it is,
Right.
we're human race, the people that live on this plane or sphere,
Right. Of
we're special.
existence. Right.
And our combined,
yeah.
you know,
when we, it's ethereal. I think it is.
our
but
combined consciousness.
Our combined ethereal.
Right. It's a
consciousness,
real
yes.
thing that's being
It's a-
vampirized by the technological elite and the whole thing for 100 years.
Right.
And with medicines and all kinds of media stuff. And it's been taking away our energy, our ability to interact with each other on that other plane and be what we are.
But we are interacting
We
with
are
each
now.
other right now.
We are
We
beginning.
are
The
now.
change
we are
has
beginning.
happened.
And
It's starting to happen.
right.
It really is blooming. It is sprouted.
It is
It
sprouted.
has sprouted and
Right.
massively in a very short period of time.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk
No,
about?
that's good.
Before we.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna start reading from.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said before, we are talking about the natural law and what we need to get back to so that human beings on the planet can be self-sufficient and independent and do our own thing, grow our own vegetables.
Grow our own foods. In other words, get rid of
Grow our own
the
food,
the
get rid of
cannabination
the-
program this week is a special on the chemtrails. Playing
Oh,
today at
good.
3:30
Right.
and tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, tomorrow at 3. Yeah, today's Monday. Today and tomorrow morning.
And tomorrow morning.
repeated on Sunday.
Right.
And mostly about the chemtrails. Pretty intense.
Right.
I think they're going to
'Cause
allow me
they're-
to keep it on the air.
Oh, that's good.
It's coming out,
That's
people.
good.
They can't say this is conspiracy. They're up there.
No, they are up
They
there.
are up there.
I know they're up
They
there.
are pretty bad news, and I really hit strong on it on this week's show.
I just wanted to say that we are the light. We are, and my husband's standing over there. He's the light. Because when you come into contact with someone, a human being, who is of the light,
It means the
You can-
force of God is coming through us, and
Right.
coming through us in a
And-
major way, and through a lot of us,
Right.
very major, because this is a moment,
and those
a special
moments
moment.
can impact people, and
More
and the way that they think.
Right. More
And-
than the media can even.
And we can turn them from
Undo.
the dark to the light. And that's what we're trying
We
to
have
do.
more power as human beings than any of their technology.
Exactly.
We are more.
We don't even realize.
We have no idea how much we are.
don't even
We
realize how
repressed this
powerful we are.
long before
I mean,
we were born.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, this is it's called the Law of the Land Handbook. It's written by Cindy K. Courier. She came up with it, and I'm sure it was, thought of by somebody else, whatever before.
Well, Law of the Land
And I
was
mean,
talked
it's
about back in the
natural
1800s
law.
by
I'm
Rutherford
sure-
B. Hayes and stuff.
Right.
And Ulysses S. Grant. They
Oh,
were saying
right.
that any law that any government agency tries to put in that goes against the Constitution of the United States is null and void.
It's null and void. Exactly.
And so we have the right to not go by those rules,
right.
because that is not America.
And it's not just our right; it's our responsibility.
As Americans.
It's our
That's why sometimes we need military. That's why we still need military right now, unfortunately. If China didn't exist, maybe we wouldn't need it, but we do.
It's our responsibility as human beings on the planet to share this and get it out there and show what's going on so that people will know and then they can join and
We have a
They-
chance now. There's
we
free
have a
speech
chance,
despite the
right.
censorship. Major free
Despite.
speech. Major like I've never seen. Everything is out there
Yeah,
right now,
absolutely.
and they can't stop it. And people need to come together. We need to go beyond the internet. Okay, we can spread the information through the internet, but we need to connect
Right.
with phone calls and through the regular mail and in person in rallies. We
Right.
need to go outside of their system before they shut it down on us while we
Right.
have a chance.
Right.
We need to make
Absolutely.
those connections.
So, is this what I? Okay, so last time I did talk about the affirmation and letters of agreement, saying that if you,
I'm not a follower,
know
so I
you,
can't
You guys probably can't see
Totally-
this page right now.
agree
He
with
is-
anything.
What he is a follower. I mean,
I'm not really a follower.
Oh yeah, you are.
I am a follower of what?
Yeah, because pretty much everything she said in here, you've agreed with.
I agree with it, though. I don't say I disagree with any of it. There's a couple things that I think that we might have a few touch points on, like with
Right.
Wilhelm Reich and
Right.
with sacred geometry and certain things. And she doesn't talk about psychedelics or cannabis. I don't know what her points are on that. But I think, her basic
She probably
premise.
thinks that we don't need it.
Right. Well, actually, I would prefer I didn't need it.
If we were getting the right nourishment
We wouldn't.
and clean
We
water
wouldn't.
and clean
Yeah,
air
yeah.
and those things,
I
we
absolutely
wouldn't
agree.
need the
Absolutely.
cannabis.
And the psychedelics
I-
are so sacred, they should barely be used, if at all. I know, so only under certain circumstances. But right now, with the drug abuse thing problem, we might need them to bring civilization, humanity back to God, because psychedelics and cannabis and all these things have been used in real religion and not necessarily for demonic and evil purposes. They can be used in good purposes, and sometimes
Right.
they have to be if evil gets entrenched using the drugs and sex things and all that stuff. Sometimes you have to use those same tools to fight that evil, and not get involved in it. That's what we're facing, and that's what people realized in the 60s.